I actually don't even know like many Australian athletes.
What about Ian Thorpe, bro? Captain Freeman,
Ian Thorpe.
bro.
Yeah, true. Ian
What
Thorpe.
about me?
What's another sport that Australia is like good at?
We're good at drinking. So there's 4 colors: red, green, blue, and yellow. And red is more so your assertive, results-driven type of person.
What my research was on was detecting if you have a certain disease by the sound of your cough.
If you got an STD or something.
Yeah.
She built some earphones that basically make people talk shit about you. How do you feel that you smashed a guy that was like 30 kilos heavier than you?
I feel pretty good. He beat my friend beforehand, so got his get back. After I compete, I just think, oh, I need to do this better. And you actually feel like it accelerates your progress a lot faster.
Bro, how do you feel that you smashed a guy that was like 30 kilos heavier than you?
I feel pretty good. Like he beat my friend beforehand in the match before, so got his get back. So yeah, feel pretty good. But overall, I'm just glad I competed. Feel pretty sore right now. My neck is killing me. But yeah, feel alright.
So yesterday you competed at Forza Ashfield, which was a Jiu Jitsu gym, in an in-house competition.
In-house competition, yeah.
What could you tell us like what that was about? Like what's the...
So what, like how I got in? Or
maybe the event first, and then how did you decide to like get in and compete?
All right, so the event was, I believe it was Forza's birthday. I don't know what year. I'm just gonna assume like let's say 4th birthday, and they had an event where people can compete, and after it's just the open mat. And how I got in was one of the coaches, Nam, who used to coach us back in the day. He got me in. So I asked him for the link and yeah, got into it because thought it would be fun, just low barrier to entry. Because I wanted to compete before I go to Japan at the end of the year. So just thought I'd squeeze one in. And do I regret it? No, it was pretty good. It was really fun. I did lose 3 matches, but at least I won 1. So yeah, 3 to the same guy.
It was so your whole division was just that one guy.
Yeah, one guy, and then I versed him in the final for open weight, and then I lost again. But I didn't get submitted, but lost again.
Yeah, I think you were ahead of him in terms of points when I was looking at the scorecard when I was recording, and it was actually 5-4 or 5-3 your way, because I think you took him down quite a lot. But then, yeah, that guy just seems so hard just to keep down, right?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna create excuses, but I had to verse him like 3 minutes after my last match. So my forearms were still like concrete; they were bricks. I was still pretty tired, and it was meant to be the bronze medal match after, but the guy that I just beat was gassed. He was gassed, like he could not continue. So they were like, "All right, let's hold the final match first." And they were like, "Hey, Edmund, are you good to compete?" And I had my like Max Holloway moment. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sit down. All right, I'm going to compete. Let me just do it. I was pretty gassed. And my forearms were killing me, but yeah, did it. Didn't get submitted like the first 2 matches, but yeah, I think I did pretty well despite
I think you did pretty well. It was a very exciting match. Like even the refs and all the owners, I think it was the owner, the bald Asian bloke.
Yeah, owner.
He was saying, "Oh man, like such an exciting match," while you guys were just scrambling around. So it was a good match. A lot of eyes on that match.
Yeah, I think I was very hesitant in that match because he submitted me twice, and I was like, I can't give him my neck, can't give him my foot, because I don't know how good I will be in defending it in this situation. But yeah, we'll move on from this.
Yeah, but you did get a really good submission in the open category in the absolute division with that guy that was like 110 kilos.
He was 110 kilos. I remember before the comp happened, I was talking to my mate. He was like, dude, this open weight thing sucks because he has to verse that guy in the first round. And I got what you call a bye. So I got moved into the semi-finals automatically just because not enough members. And he had to verse him in the first round. And I was like, damn, this is going to be pretty cooked. I thought he was going to take the whole thing because I saw him compete. He placed first in his weight class, and he was 30 kilos heavier. So I thought he was going to destroy me, but somehow took him down, stayed on top, and managed to get the RNC.
Yes, the rear naked choke. We'll put screenshot of the rear naked choke across this video. And then
You've competed quite a bit like this year, right? This is your third competition.
Yeah, yeah. Like I feel like trying to make a what do you call it, a self project.
Self project. Oh yeah.
Self project. Just try to compete as much as I can because do it while I'm young, while I still have time to, so I don't have to worry about kids or having to have a mortgage on. So yeah. I just want to compete as much as I can for now. And I feel like it keeps me on check as well. Mm-hmm. Like when I don't compete, I feel like I'm pretty stagnant, go with the motions. And after I compete, I just think, I need to do this better. And you actually, like me personally, I never record my rolls.
Yeah.
And when I do record me compete, I notice things that I never knew I did. And it just feel like it accelerates your progress a lot faster.
Dude, it helps so much. Like just seeing it from like a different angle.
Yeah, I should just record my rolls in the gym. I don't know why I just never do it. I can't be bothered. Like I just forget to.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit of a thing. You've got to like bring your phone. Like, do you mind if I record this?
Yeah.
But at comp, it's like a bit more of an event.
Yeah, like to
Everyone's
record.
recording.
You're stupid if you don't record. You know.
Yeah.
Did you have a moment where you decided I'm going to compete like a lot this year, or was it you just took it one comp at a time and then you just when you felt like you wanted to again, you would just go?
Honestly, I hate competing. I don't like competing at all. Every time I compete before, I'm just like, why did I even do this? Like the day before, I just think, should I just not compete? Should I just drop out now? And I'm probably not the best competitor, but I think it's necessary to kind of keep me in shape and try to have a personal project. It's like the book is a misogi, I don't know what that is.
Misogi.
It's like a Japanese term of having something to work towards.
Oh.
So like let's say you have a marathon. And a guy signs up for a marathon, so that actually pushes him to compete.
Yes.
To train harder and keep him in check.
100%.
So I think that's why I sign up for competitions, because it keeps me in check and gives me something to work towards.
You have like a goal. So
like a goal.
You're actually like more focused at training. You're going to training more. You're actually working towards something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Because then like if you're just training and you don't have something to work towards in terms of like competing, you're just training because self-defense, right? Like I might have to drop on my back and pull guard if this guy tries to mug me or something. But like that situation probably won't happen. Like, it's not very common to happen. But I guess like this is something that you expect to head into the competition and try to get the best at the other guy who's trying to check you out.
Yeah.
There's like actual stakes to it, because like you're going to go out there's going to be people watching. It might be like embarrassing if you like just get completely destroyed. So I think it ups the motivation a lot.
Yeah, ups the motivation. But also got to remember that at the end of the day, if you lose, it's whatever. It is what it is. You move on with your life.
Yeah, definitely. So that's a bit of a self project that you have. Like, are you going to be like, what's the end goal, I guess, with something like this?
In terms of jiu-jitsu, end goal, I don't know. Get a gold medal at a grappling industries. Yeah, at least once. That'll be a good goal.
And then now, Justin, there's also some self projects that you've been doing, right? You've been like traveling around and doing side quests and stuff. Like, just after we came back from Europe, you're like, I need to go on that plane again.
I need to go back to Europe.
Yeah,
it's calling me. Yeah, I got the opportunity to present a research paper that I worked on a couple years back. At a research conference. So it was in Finland, like 2-3 days. Got to like give a talk and everything. And then I could say like, if you go on Google Scholar, my name will be like on a paper.
Wow.
So very exciting. Good like milestone.
Yeah. To give the audience a bit of background on this, man, like why'd you get the opportunity to fly there? Like what was all this about? Like how long have you been working on this project and this thing that you were presenting?
Yeah. So I work as a machine learning engineer, and in my job, it's like here and there you'll need to like read a research paper to understand what's going on. But then for the longest time, like that felt like such a stretch for me, where it was like, oh man, there's this huge like block of text in like 8 pages. I don't know. It's very intimidating. So I just decided at one point, I'm gonna get good at this. I want to become like pretty competent at like research stuff. So I decided to go back to uni part-time to like actually work on a thesis and try to turn it into a research paper. So kind of similar to what you were doing. It was like a self-directed project where it's like, if I just kind of do this on my own, if I just set a goal of like read one paper a week or something, it's probably just not going to stick to it. But if I actually add a project where there's some structure to it, then I'll actually have a goal that I'm moving towards and I'll actually make progress. So I worked on that for like 2 years. Like this was about 2 years ago. And then it's been in the background. Like my supervisors have just been like sending it to conferences until it got accepted. And then she hit me up like very last minute and she was like, oh yeah, we're presenting this like, and it's like nominated for best paper. Do you want to come do you want to come present it?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, let me sort it out. Talk to my boss at work. He was so supportive, let me go and everything. So she told me on the Thursday, I flew out on the Sunday and then spent the week in Helsinki, enjoyed, had a good time there as well. And then came back the following Sunday and then back to work.
Yeah, because I thought that was pretty surprising. I was like, what the heck? I thought, why is this guy in Europe again? I thought you were like traveling because like he has something planned. I was like, wow, this guy's just can't get enough, hey? Wait, so your paper was nominated as the best?
It was nominated for the best. It didn't win.
Best?
It didn't win, yeah. But it was like on a short list of like eight papers.
Damn.
Yeah. So do you win? Do they announce a winner in Finland?
Yeah. So there's a big like banquet dinner at the end of the conference, and then they'll announce like awards then, like best overall paper, best student paper, like that kind of thing.
Oh, so it's like the Grammys or the Emmys or the
it's exactly like that.
For best. What was the category that you got nominated for?
Best paper.
Best paper, and then there were how many other people that you were up against?
Maybe eight. Yeah, eight other
people.
Yeah, there was a short list.
Did you have one of those moments like, you were just about to get up off your seat and stuff, and like your bum was just hovering, like like Eminem or something, like you were just better go up.
I'm not gonna lie, I did like. I had like, I think I told you earlier, I ran out of like nice shirts to wear.
Yeah.
At like, and then I only had like a t-shirt left, and I was like, I skipped a few talks and I went to H&M to buy a polo shirt.
Yeah.
In case I won, because I didn't want to go up in like a baggy t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I did at the dinner. I was like kind of ready to go up if it was there. Didn't get the call up though.
Damn. So who beat you?
Yeah, who ended up winning?
It was a chick that she like her one was pretty cool. She actually built something.
Okay.
It was like these like earbuds that you put in your ear and then it would like heat up. And then there were like a whole bunch of like benefits to it or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of fugazi to me.
Yeah. Heat up your ears.
Heat up your ears, yeah.
Is that even good for you? Like, wouldn't that cause some shit in your ear?
Yeah.
According to her, it's good stuff, man. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, I find it really annoying sometimes. I don't know if you guys get it, but I get like at night sometimes I just get like hot ears. Like my ears just turn red. I think I looked into it, but I don't really remember what the cause was. But it just feels so annoying. Like the rest of my body is cold, but my ears are like red and hot. So it's like,
no, I didn't get that.
Damn. Like I think. Well, they say that someone's talking shit about you. If your ears are red.
Oh, that might be me.
Yeah.
I was doing that yesterday, actually. Was it around 2 a.m.?
Yes, it was around 2 a.m. Yeah. So you're saying that she won best paper because she built some earphones that basically make people talk shit about you.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
that's exactly what happened.
Man. What does this world become? We all know who the real winner is, man.
Thank you. So just to give context for our listeners as well, what my research was on was detecting if you have a certain disease by the sound of your cough.
Yeah.
So transform that into like a waveform that that computers can analyze.
Yeah.
And then use like a machine learning model to predict if you've got COVID.
If you got an STD or something.
Yeah. Herpes, not herpes.
Wait, so it's a working model, right? It's not just theory?
No, it's theory. It's like I mean, it works, but it's like obviously it's not going to be like perfect.
I see.
So it's like the thing I demonstrated was this technique improves accuracy by X%, but there would still be heaps of work that needs to be done to actually use it in the real world, particularly because it's in medicine.
Yeah.
But it's a step in that direction to eventually get to you cough at your phone and it will tell you what disease you
Yeah.
have.
Oh wow. So is that something that you're actively building on now, even now?
No. I've finished that chapter.
All right.
Are you sure? Like, you don't want, maybe Edmund and I can go cold call Pfizer and like AstraZeneca or something to like chuck some money at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And turn it into an app, bro.
Dude, my DM's open. Email my secretary, bro.
No, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good application. I mean, that'll help for like telehealth as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe like the person has a crappy microphone, right? Not like state-of-the-art microphones like the ones we're using.
Exactly.
But maybe a crappy earphone microphone that over Zoom, the doctor can't really hear properly. It might be all crackly. So yeah.
Or even, you know, like half the time when you've got a cough, right? You could go into the doctor and then infect everyone else there.
That's true.
And then like you waste your time, you waste a bit of like money as well.
Exactly.
Or you could just like cough at your phone and be like, okay, I probably have COVID, and then I'll just stay home and like rest up.
Yeah.
Telehealth, you know, get a bit of like advice.
Yeah.
So it would be useful once it's taken to that level.
And saves you the weird looks as well, because it's like, remember back when COVID was rampant, and then like you'd have to hold in your cough like,
Yeah.
because if you cough, bro, everyone looks at you, and then they like don't want to touch you with like a 10-foot pole, you know?
Yeah.
No, that's good. So yeah, that's a project that you've been working on. Like, what's the next step for you? Like from here, you gonna do another paper or?
Not gonna lie, that was a pretty like intense period.
Yeah.
So pretty happy to just have done it and published, and then, but eventually I think I want to like take another crack at like publishing papers and stuff, you know, build that muscle, but no immediate plans.
Yeah. And like for me, like doing a research paper like that seems so intense. Obviously we've got AI nowadays, but like I never really knew how to research properly. Like, how did you talk us through like a process, like a quick process of you researching stuff?
Yeah, bro. That was like one of the biggest things I learned from the experience as well, was actually like, okay, you pick a question and then how do you actually go like scientifically from like nothing to actually a working thing?
Yeah.
So first step is always what's called a literature review, which is you just spend like a bunch of time figuring out, okay, what is the cutting edge right now? What do people actually do to solve this problem?
Yeah.
Is anyone even trying to solve it right now? Who are the key players? What are they publishing? What kind of like techniques do they use? What resources are available? And then you gather up all your resources, and then you pick a very narrow thing that you can like achieve, right? For me, it was like, okay, realistically, as an honors thesis, I'm not going to solve this whole problem and make a product in the world. I pick a very small sliver of the problem that no one else has dealt with yet, and I'll try to solve that. And then after that, it's just like running a bunch of experiments. And then once you have enough results, you like condense it, you actually compile it down into like a readable document.
Yeah.
Because there's too many things you've tried, you have to like make sense of it and actually present it in a way that other people understand, which was honestly like the hardest part.
Yeah.
And then, that's rinse and repeat.
So how would you explain it though? Like, do you explain it like I'm 5, or like what, like how do you make sure that the general population will understand?
Yeah, I try to. Explaining to someone who's 5 is like a bit too hard. So I just assume they have a certain level of like experience in that area.
Okay.
But it's kind of like, okay, start out with what's the real world problem that I'm trying to solve, which is, the stuff we were just talking about. Like, like telehealth is like really useful. Like having this as a first way to screen disease is very useful.
Yeah.
And then, okay, what's stopping us from having these things? Mm-hmm. And then this is the thing that I did to help with that.
Yep.
And then these are the results.
I see. Okay, that's pretty cool. Maybe I can learn something like that. Yeah, because researching is just such a daunting task. Like for me, if I had to do any research and stuff, it would just be ChatGPT, and that's it. And then before ChatGPT, it was just hard. Like even during uni, it was just so hard. I would like just skim through the abstract, find something that I could use as possible, and then just chuck it in. That's all.
Yeah. I started it like pre-deep research, like ChatGPT's deep research. Mm-hmm. So that was a very manual process of like get a paper, like read through it, like pick out the citations that were like useful, and then go read those and then continue that process. Now you have deep research, which is like you just tell it something,
Yeah.
and it'll find you a whole list of things. So definitely use that if anyone's embarking on a research journey.
So if you were to do it again now, you'll probably finish in like half the time, you reckon?
Probably. Yeah. Deep research is so powerful. Like the code, like the AI models now help with the coding so much as well. So definitely way faster.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Well, for me, like I wanted to also share something like a self project that I've been doing. It's not as like it's not as like specific compared to both of yours. Like you were working towards just doing your next jiu-jitsu comp, you were working towards your thesis and presentation. But for me, like when I had a thought about it before this episode, like a thing that I've been doing recently is really just understanding how to communicate with different people better.
Yeah.
it's a thing that I do on my day-to-day anyway for work, because I'm dealing with different people. But like for the longest time, I've just been following a simple sales methodology, like, oh, everyone's human, and then this is how I should talk to everyone. This is the way to interact with people. And a lot of it's true. You can use that generic approach, but we watched this video before Edmund arrived. It was the colors video, right?
Yeah,
like in Jiang.
yeah.
So
That was
the
really good.
different color traits. We've got like so there's 4 colors: red, green, blue, and yellow. And red is more so your assertive, results-driven type of person. Very common for like directors, CEOs to have this sort of personality trait, very direct, firm, results-driven. Then there's blue, very analytical. Like Justin, you said you're probably like more of that blue.
I think so. I
You're
think
more
so.
of that blue. Analytical, wants to know all the details, all the little bits, the fine details, so don't skip over it. And you've got yellow, which is very open and like chatty and friendly, very fun.
Yeah.
And like you might call them like life of the party, or like just like a people's person, because they just love to talk to people, and just more energy like makes them, like talking to more people gives them more energy, basically. And you got your green, who is a bit more passive and more so like a team player, wants everyone to have a good time and ensures everyone's on the same page, and I guess doesn't really make individual decisions themselves, more so a group decision type of thing.
Yeah.
Like after watching that video and also a few others, I find like it's opened my eyes up a bit more on like how to communicate with different people, not just in a sales setting, but just to understand why this person is, let's say, being a dickhead, for example, but he probably isn't. He's just probably super red, and he doesn't want to waste any time, and he just wants to know the results and what has happened. Meanwhile, you've got someone who's a blue, who's contrary, right? And I've just skipped over a few details, and he's like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Go back to here. Like, what is this? And then I somewhat find that annoying, but just to realize that everyone communicates differently, like it makes me more empathetic, and when coming to like, when talking to new people and trying to identify what type of person they are. So that's one thing I've been working on. I've been binge watching a lot of videos on YouTube just to understand this stuff more. And a lot of it just comes down to like my work as well, trying to make more money and communicate with people easier, making it easier, like the process of selling easier for me, but also, knowing how to get on people's good sides as well, like outside of work.
Being able to like work with people, because like you were saying, that video like kind of opened my eyes a bit, because like I was like, oh, there have been times where like I know that person's not a bad person, and like I'm not a bad person as well, but like
I don't know, bro. Beg to differ. Yeah.
And that conversation, like it didn't go well for some reason. Like it just didn't like click, and it was because the communication styles are different, and you don't want that to be the thing that gets in the way of, you know, both of you like achieving whatever goal that you were trying to do, right? Maybe you're trying to work together, maybe you're friends, and then like you don't want to like hurt each other's feelings just because of the way you communicate. You would rather remove that layer and kind of get to the core of like what you both believe in.
Yes, because there have been times where like, because I would say I'm more of a green to yellow. So like again, don't like we spoke about this. It's easy to when you watch that video, it's easy to box yourself into one color. But from what I've heard, you can be a blend of multiple colors, right? But you might just be more defaulting to one color if like pressure gets put on you. But yeah, I think naturally I'm a blend of like yellow and also green. But like, so a lot of the times I like to use humor to lighten the mood and try to get things across. And yeah, just like that, I tend to just leverage that a lot more. But there have been times where that just doesn't work. Like I've finished the sales call and I'm just like trying to make everyone comfortable and all that. But by the end of it, like maybe I was dealing with a red and he's just thinking that, fuck, this guy is like wasting my time, or this guy is not a mature seller. Like this doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He just jokes around a lot. So there have been times where like it ended. I've like, you know, entertained the crowd, but it just didn't feel like a good call. I probably never heard from that guy ever again. And yeah, he moved on to another person who's just like, if you do this and that, right, like you'll get this result.
Do you reckon reds are the communication style that your default has the hardest time with?
Yes.
Like, is it that, oh, once you knew that, you learn to just like, okay, just get straight to the point and then like communicate in their way?
Yeah.
Whereas every other color, your natural communication style vibes pretty well with.
I think so. I think
Something
so.
like that. Okay.
Yeah, I think red is like my biggest enemy, like biggest fucking enemy. When it came to like starting my first ever enterprise sales role, I would just have a hard time calling CEOs and directors because they're just like, hey, who is this? Like, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, hey, you know, I'm from like, you know, this company and, you know, yeah, like, you just found something really cool. And it just it never goes well. And I would just constantly get like turned down. And then over time that just it resulted to me being intimidated and then not wanting to pick up the phone to call them because that was always the result. And like why? I'm being fucking nice to this person. I'm being funny. And this guy just doesn't want to entertain me, you know, it doesn't want to give me a time of day. So, but then realizing that these guys are busy and these guys just want to see the results, like, and you give it to them, they will respect you.
So how would you deal with the red now? Let's say if you were to cold call a red,
Yeah.
like right this moment, how would you deal with them?
Well, I'll be more direct and cutting out the fluff. So I like to over-explain sometimes.
Yeah.
And that just shoots me in the foot because they're just like hearing this guy yap. But if I just tell them that like, we've helped this person, I saw that from your company, you don't use this and this is the risk. This is how we solve it. And that's it. Like no fluff, like, oh yeah, because like, like, no need to over-explain myself, just giving clear answers and clear points. I'm still working on it, and yeah, I think that's how I'll deal with the red. But like, it's definitely still something that's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially when I get a bit nervous as well. I will always default to my default color, right, which is more of a yellow and green. Yeah. What do you guys think you are?
Honestly, I completely forgot the explanations, but
So
from
red,
what I remember, I was like, I was leaning more towards a green.
green.
Yeah, well, can you explain it really quickly?
So red is results driven.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to waste time. And the blue is more analytical, wants to know all the details, right? And got your yellow, which is more of like a fun, charismatic type of person.
Yeah.
And you've got green, which is like they can't make decisions on your own, but also like you want to make sure the whole team, like a team player type of thing, but you want to make sure everyone is like happy. It's a peacemaker, the peacekeeper, basically.
Yeah. I think I'm like a greenish. And what's the second one? Second color that you mentioned?
Blue.
Yes, green and blue.
Really analytical.
A little bit.
Yeah. So you want to know all those
Like,
details.
I want to know a little bit more about the details.
Yeah. Cool.
Definitely blue for me.
Blue?
Yeah.
Straight blue.
Straight blue, I reckon.
Straight blue.
Straight blue.
I see. So like now with those communication styles, which ones would you have a hard time with?
Yeah, I feel like I have the hardest time with the reds.
Yeah.
Red. I feel like red's always pretty hard to deal with because I feel like in my mind, every time I was to call them, I'd be like, oh, this guy's a freaking asshole. This guy is just like, yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm interrupting their day.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, this guy's not giving me much. This guy's tough. This guy's like a hard ass. And yeah. And because I feel like a lot of reds are very like resistant to change as well. Like they think they know everything. But I don't know. That's just what I think.
I don't think they'll be resistant to change. I think it's more so like they're confident in themselves, right?
Yeah.
They're confident in themselves. But if you bring them something that they find interesting, and you've laid it out for them, and I guess challenge them as well, they'll continue the conversation with you. Yeah. Right. So I think that the Reds aren't afraid of being challenged. I think they like being challenged.
Yeah.
And I think more so like a green probably doesn't like to be challenged. Oh, I don't know, man. Need to ask the fucking team. Yeah. And like same with like a yellow. I feel like a yellow somewhat doesn't like being challenged. Yeah. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vinjeng. Yeah. What about you, Justin?
Yeah, that's a good one. I feel like Reds, I don't have super trouble with them. Like I just needed to adapt a little bit, which was explain less. Like if I go into explanation, sometimes I'll try to like really explain from the top to the bottom exactly how I got to a decision.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes people just want to be like, just tell me like in like 3 points, basically. So I need to adjust that sometimes. I feel like maybe yellows sometimes because I'm very like, I don't like to say things or that I don't like know for sure. And I feel like yellows are very much about like bantering, or they'll just say some shit to get it going. And then I can't like match that energy. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't, like they'll like be talking about a movie or something and they'll be like, oh yeah, I haven't seen it. And then I don't know what else to say, bro.
Yeah, I feel like yellow sometimes like overpowers a bit too much. If I find another yellow that's like super overpowering, like sometimes I just like cool. But then it's interesting like how we all interact differently with different people, bro. Like and it just comes down to like communication, understanding that like this guy's not a dickhead, or this guy like why is he so nitpicky? It's just like the way that they've been brought up and the way that their mind is wired. Yeah.
That's interesting. So this is a bit of a project for you. You're like, actually, it's not just a one-off video that you saw. It's more, you watched it, you're actually like thinking about it and trying to apply it like in your life. Yeah,
because I think I've always been curious on what makes people behave in like a certain way. So I think we mentioned in the previous video why like those influences like Thomas Shen and Roger Jackson, why they crashed out that way, right? And a lot of it just comes down to mental health and mindset. This is not really mental health. It's just more so understanding what gets people to tick. And there's always a reason why people do shit, right? Like they're like, unless they're like possessed or something, like, but that's still a reason. There's a reason why people say certain things. There's a reason why people have like do certain things. And I find this very interesting, right? Because like I know what gets you to tick and all that. It's kind of like having a superpower, bro.
Yeah, like applied psychology.
Yeah, exactly. And this is good because it's not like a one size fits all type of thing, because a lot of the communicative type of videos that I've watched in the past it kind of sounds like a one size fits all. And there's a lot of it where like most people would fall under that guideline, where it's like, you know how you mentioned, well, how to win friends and influence people, like, oh, don't be mean to people and they'll like you, try to be nice to them. But like, I guess that applies, but this is going like one step deeper and like understanding that specific person and trying to identify what type of person they are. Yeah. And yeah, I think it'll like take me further in life by doing something like that. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I don't know, like this episode, like we want to talk more about like just self projects and why we're doing shit like this, even though we're not really forced to. And stepping
so important.
Yeah, it's really important, right? It's to step out of that comfort zone. And I'm not gonna lie, I still sit in my comfort zone a lot of the times, like with different parts of my life. But knowing that like comfort doesn't drive growth. Like the change happens from like discomfort, basically. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think like one thing about like, because we're this episode, like you're saying about projects, I feel like that framing is like really important, because if you just like decide, oh, I'm going to start something, right? That's good to like try things out. But if you like don't have a concrete goal, sometimes it can just kind of feel like you're spinning your wheels. You're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Because you're not taking it seriously. So I feel like a really good way to kind of check yourself there is to actually like set an actual goal or an actual deadline. And like, I feel like that just changes the way you approach it like much more. Like another project that I did like a little while back was when I was trying to learn to dance a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead of just like showing up every week only, which was good, I felt like I improved way more when I actually signed up to what's called like a dance showcase. Like once every 3 months, they'll like a dance studio will just like get groups together, and then you'll like all learn a dance, and then you go like on stage, like not a crazy achievement, but it's an actual concrete thing that I'm like working towards. And I feel like when you approach your like, your hobbies or even like things related to your career in more that way, you just get a lot further.
It's like it's easy to stick in your comfort zone, right? It's like I'll talk about like Jiu Jitsu. It's so easy to just go on rolls and submit people with the same moves that you always submit people with. But where you learn further is trying new things and just try to learn new moves and just try and like test yourself in like to expand your horizons a bit further. Because like we all know that guy in the gym that spams that one move, and then when you start defending that move, you start getting the better of them.
out of options. I've got the one trick.
Options, yeah, like you don't want to be a one trick pony. And yeah, as you mentioned, signing up for something that's concrete helps so much, because when you don't have anything that's concrete, it's so easy to just stay in your comfort zone and just do the same things over and over again. And it's just so important to just sign up for something that makes you a little bit uncomfortable enough for you to actually take some proper action.
100%. Like I feel like there's a huge culture of like just got to be like hard, like you got to have so much willpower, like and just do it kind of thing. But I feel like the reason why people like learn so much like in school and like in uni and stuff is because there's so much structure already there for you. Like you don't even need to think about anything. You just turn up and then like, oh, you know what you need to do. Like you need to study for this or whatever. When you add a bit of structure like that to say signing up for jiu-jitsu competition, you simplify things. You're not thinking about what I need to work on. You know exactly like I need to prepare for a 5-minute match. I need to get my cardio up. I need to sharpen like my A game kind of thing. It really focuses you and helps you with that decision fatigue, I think.
So what do you think so the thing is, I don't really have an end goal to this, right? Because I don't even think in my lifetime I would be like that god of like fucking communicating, bro, where I could just understand everyone. I really don't think that's realistic. Like I think it's gonna be like a never-ending journey. What do you think should be like a short-term and a long-term goal for me then, if you guys had to prescribe it?
Honestly, I feel like long-term goal, like I think an end goal is pretty unrealistic in most cases, because unless there's an actual concrete end goal, but things like knowing how to speak to people or like
so
jiu-jitsu,
open-ended. It's
very
hard,
open-ended, and there's not really an end goal. I think the best thing is just to set short-term goals for yourself to get to like, I don't know, this milestone. Let me speak to like 50 Reds in a day or 50 Reds this week.
True.
Communicate with 50 Reds this week.
True.
That could be a good short-term goal.
Yeah.
But in terms of an end goal, there's not really not a concrete one.
One idea for me was trying to explain these concepts in your own words and using your own experiences, maybe in like a 15-minute YouTube video where you just kind of condense down all your learnings from like your project and just try to teach it to someone fresh.
True.
That would be one way to do it.
Yeah.
Make a career out of it.
Yeah. Communication coach or something.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
literally.
That is true. You know what?
That'll be very powerful, I reckon. I reckon that's going to be even more powerful, especially in like 15 years' time when everyone's using ChatGPT to communicate with everyone.
How do I respond to this person?
What do I order today? Like, I think that'll be a very useful skill for sure. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it would be a useful skill, especially with the rise of like?
I think it's like it'll be a useful
It's
skill
timeless
even
skill.
without AI. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of course.
Yeah, like useful skill. So no, that's true. Like something like communication coach. Like we are somewhat doing some coaching to the younger men out there, like from this podcast. But yeah, maybe something a bit more structured after I've leveled up my communication skills, like to a certain extent. Work towards a video.
I think that would be good. Chuck it on the Backdoor Banter YouTube
Yeah.
video, you know. Viewers, if you're interested in this topic, keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Let's set a concrete goal, Lawrence.
All right, I'll set a concrete goal. So I'm going to give myself a timeline, but let's make it short term. Like by the end of the year.
End of the year. Nice. Yeah.
I'll put a video out to teach people how to communicate better with different personality traits.
That would be good.
Yeah. All right. I'll hold myself accountable to that one.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Will you guys watch it?
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
watch
for
it.
sure. I have to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. And like communication is like so important, right? Because have you guys seen the new season of Physical 100 or Physical
Physical
Asia?
Asia.
Physical Asia. Me
Physical
personally, I haven't.
First four episodes, so good.
Yeah, so good.
Binge
dude.
it all in one night.
Better
Oh,
than
one
the
night.
first two seasons.
Better.
Ooh.
Because it adds that, like, one, I think the caliber of athletes is a little bit higher because you're picking like a handful from different countries instead of 100 from one.
Yeah.
But also because there's that team dynamic and that country dynamic, it just makes it a little bit more exciting. There's a bit more competition to it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the reason why communication is so important, I see that in Physical Asia. So it's team based. So every country they have 5 people, 6 people, and there's one captain. And some of the challenges could be done better if it was just better communicating and understanding what type of person these people are in your team. I'm sure like they've hung out and like did some analysis and stuff, like, but there were times where I can see that the communication could have been better and like more results driven in that stage. So like
anyone in particular?
yeah. So again, like maybe being a red would be better in those situations. So like the challenge. So there's a spoiler, the challenge where they had to do the shipwreck thing.
Yeah.
So the shipwreck challenge, I'm going to pick on Team Philippines for this one. Sorry to my Filipinos out there, but I think communication could have been better in that team. So there was a powerlifter or strongman, Ray, and they just put him in the wrong position, bro. Like he's a strongman. Like he was the strongest man in all the Philippines, but they had him like walk back and forth and stuff. And like, I guess communication wise, like it was just people saying that, oh, Ray, it's okay. Just help me with this. Just help me with this. But like, I think Pacquiao should have just understood people's strengths more, and like his willpower was kind of giving up to give him a super easy job that he can consistently do. Like similar to what Team Australia did. They had the strong man just stand in one position but lifting heavy fucking
Just
shit.
chucking in the hole.
Chucking the stuff, yes. And like I don't feel like Pacquiao was like speaking as much as well. Maybe it's all comes down to the editing, but I don't feel like he wasn't communicating as effectively. And the loudest voice was that girl on the zip line, and she was just saying, more crates, guys, more crates. And I think she could have been the better communicator there because she was up high, so she saw everything. And she could have communicated better. Just like go to Ray like, hey, it's all right. Like, his morale was probably crushed because he said that like, oh, I don't know, my cardio just wasn't that good and all that. And know that his morale is crushed. See what type of person he is, and like from that video, from that like 5-minute scene, I can see that this guy's weak willpower. But I'm joking. Weak willpower, but it's okay. Just tell him that it's still good. Just do this, and then assign him a job that he will do better, and which is standing more in one spot.
Like Korea and Japan, I felt like had really, really good communication.
Yeah.
Like I want to say their size was like probably similar to maybe a little bit bigger than Philippines, but they were competing with like the biggest teams.
Yeah.
Like Korea, like even Japan got so close to Team Australia. And everyone in Team Australia is so fucking big.
Yeah, dude.
But it's just like their teamwork and communication just like took them to a different level.
Exactly. Knowing how to like just think on the spot as well, and being flexible with everyone.
Flexible, yeah.
Being flexible. So yeah, I think the communication definitely really, really mattered in that position. And obviously there's other stuff like strategizing and all that, but communication definitely was a big factor. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like even those countries, they're training very smart like nowadays. Even if you see in like a lot of sports and stuff, they're starting to dominate like a lot, especially in wrestling. Like Japan is starting to come on top. Like they're smashing all the Russians.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It could be just the way that they do things. They just know how to do shit.
Well, like, yeah, if you think about Japan, right, like they
They're
just
so
know how to
good.
do shit. Like
They're so good at everything.
stuff is just so efficient, like just on your day to day as
Except
well.
for their
Like,
fertility rates. They don't know how to get their fertility rates
yeah,
up.
they don't know how to smash. But like, you know, other than that, like if you go, well, you're going to go to Japan in 3 weeks. Like everything is just so much more efficient there. Like compared to compared to Australia, right? They just have such efficient like lines and like it's just really really thought out and like everything is very harmonious. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a given that they'll because that's what I thought as well. Like, because it was more of like a process that they had to follow as well. Like in terms of that specific challenge, I'm like, oh fuck, for sure,
Japan's gonna do well.
Yeah, they're gonna do well, bro. They're super efficient at like just getting shit done real fast and like the train delays is one thing. Right? There's like barely any train delays, and like there is, it's like here's a sick note. No, it's here's an excuse for your boss, you know, so you don't get fired. Yeah, well, if you guys were to recreate any other country's teams, what would you put, like with just like a random 5? Like if you could reconstruct any team in physical Asia, who would you pick instead?
I can't comment on this because I haven't watched the show, so I don't even know who is in any team. So I'll let you do it.
You can pick your dream team.
My dream team
For any other countries. It could be Australia.
I don't know. I don't. I would just choose like 5 like MMA fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. Let's say, was there Team UK?
No,
Like,
because they're not Asia, bro.
Oh, true.
So,
Yeah,
like,
it's
Australia
quite-
is not really
yeah,
Asia,
yeah.
but it's Asia Pacific, I guess.
I forget
But-
it's physical Asia.
Yeah, so but if you could reconstruct Australia's team, who would you put?
Ooh. Who is? I actually don't even know like many Australian athletes. Like I just know Volkanovski and Robert Whittaker.
How about Ian Thorpe, bro? Kathy Freeman,
Ian Thorpe.
bro.
Yeah, true. Ian
What about
Thorpe.
me?
True. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
What about your PE teacher or something?
Nah, not my PE
Maybe you can
teacher.
pick like type of athletes as well.
Yeah, I would do like one strongman,
Yep.
one Olympic runner.
Runner, nice.
Yeah, runner. Probably like a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What else? Well, what other sports are there?
What sports are Australia good at?
Cricket.
Cricket. Okay,
I wouldn't-
I wouldn't
not
choose a cricket player though. I wouldn't choose a
Maybe not a
cricketer.
cricketer.
Yeah, like swimming, right? Swimming,
Yeah.
cricket.
I would choose like an endurance runner.
Yeah. Rugby.
Endurance runner.
Australia's
Oh yeah, rugby. A rugby player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a what's another sport that Australia is like good at?
Are we good at CrossFit? I think we're...
CrossFit? No, I wouldn't
I'm
choose
not
a
sure we
CrossFitter.
are.
We're good at drinking.
Fuck yeah, I don't know what other sport I would choose. Probably like a swimmer.
Swimmer,
Could you
yeah. I
swimmer?
think swimmer will be
swimmer
good,
would be
man. Good endurance and everything.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you? Who would you choose?
So I've seen the teams, but I think the sports that I think rugby for sure.
Yeah.
Like they're just so big and so fast.
Yeah.
Well, is there a rugby player in
Yeah, there
There
is.
is, yeah, and he's
A
scary.
well-known one? I think he's well-known.
I think I don't watch rugby, bro. So
Okay.
like I think so.
Yeah, he has a hair like that wig that hat that Habib wears. His hair looks like that.
Yeah.
Strongman, like you were saying, there's also a strongman in
Yeah.
there. They've got a spoiler, but they've got Robert Whittaker on the team.
I heard.
Swimmer as well, because Australia's like our swimmers are probably like top level.
Yeah.
Like, and then who's really good? I would choose a CrossFitter, bro. I feel like they're just
CrossFitter?
Yeah.
they're just really good at these kinds of games.
Yeah. They had a high rocks athlete. I think the blonde girl was a high rocks athlete.
High
High rocks athlete.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think High Rocks will be good for that because it's just like a lot of endurance, strength, and like just cardio as well.
But I feel like a CrossFitter would be better because
True.
because CrossFitters, they lift as well on top of all the CrossFit stuff, all the
That's
high rock
true.
stuff.
That's true. Bro, if I was to reconstruct Australia's team, I would choose, a rugby player. Second one, I'd pick like a tradie or something, bro.
tradie.
I feel like a freaking bricklayer or like
Yeah.
a concreter or something like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Like an
Some
outback
crazy-
guy, like a farmer.
That's Volkanovski.
Yeah.
You get another slot for MMA fighter.
Yeah, true. That's true. And I'll choose, MMA fighter for the third one. And I would pick like a distance runner, like a long distance runner, like a marathon or like ultra marathon, like Ironman or something like that. And then the fifth one, this is gonna be tough, bro. But I would pick. Good question. Fucking like a zookeeper or something like that, man. Like a
Zookeeper.
like
Like
a
Steve
like a
Irwin?
Steve Irwin type of thing, man.
Rob
like
Irwin,
wrangles
right.
animals and stuff. No fear, you know what I mean? No fear and just like, like this guy's about to get his arm bitten off or something by a crocodile, but like I love this shit, you know? Yeah.
What's his son's name?
Rob Irwin.
He's in your team.
He's in my team, bro. Rob Irwin is in my team.
He's pretty jacked.
Yeah, I've
He's
seen.
jacked.
It's like an underwear model or something.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But like, let's say specific names, right? Like, let's say actually, I'm sad to see that Team China was not involved in Physical Asia, given that we're
No
Chinese.
Team China.
No Team China, bro. So if you guys had to pick 5 Chinese people, like they don't have to be from China. They could just be like Chinese diaspora as well. Like, who would you pick?
Wait, is that because Netflix is not available in China?
I have no clue, bro. I have no clue why, but I don't know. But
In China, Yao Ming.
yeah. Again, they don't have to
like
be
that.
Chinese, like
Oh,
China.
no.
They could be Chinese diaspora, bro. They could be like,
Japheth.
they could be you. Japheth.
No. I don't know. You
Come
go
on,
first,
man.
Justin.
I don't know specific athletes, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you sports.
What if they're not athletes? They might not be. They might not need to be athletes, bro.
Like, I want to choose athletes though. I'm
Okay,
not going to
okay.
choose Jackie Chan.
Yes,
This is so
I'll choose
old,
Jackie Chan,
Jelly.
bro.
So old, bro.
Like Donnie Yen or something.
I wouldn't choose that either.
Nah. I would choose a Chinese weightlifter for sure.
Oh, like Lu Xiaojun.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
Lu Xiaojun. Yeah, Lu Xiaojun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
China. What else are they good at?
Oh, you would choose like Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin's Taiwanese, but like, you know, fuck it.
I see what side you're on. I
he's
see,
basically
I see which
American.
team you're on.
Can you think of any more?
Is China good at wrestling? Do they have any wrestlers? I don't think
There's
so.
a billion
that I
people
know.
there.
Yeah.
Apparently
bro,
North Korea
Zhang-
has some good wrestlers.
Korea, yeah.
North Korea.
Oh, North Korea.
North Korea.
Yeah.
Really?
I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
Because they're fighting to the death, that's why.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get this bowl of rice if you lose. Yeah. Oh, Zhang Wei Li?
Same
Zhang
way.
Wei
fucking
Li.
Yeah.
She's a fucking animal, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, should be a good one.
Yeah.
Because you do have to choose a few like women members as well.
Yeah,
I think there's 2
true.
per team.
That's true.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. I think I would choose, Zhang Wei Li as one of my top picks. Yeah, like Lu Xiaojun again.
yeah.
Lu Xiaojun or someone from the weightlifting team there.
Yeah.
And third one, I will pick. Let's see. I think I'll pick Donnie Yen, bro.
Donnie Yen.
I'll pick
alright.
Donnie Yen. Yeah, I'll pick Donnie Yen as the third.
He'll
And
be
then-
like the Pacquiao. Like
Yeah.
he's kind of the leader.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But I've seen him recently, man. He looks pretty jacked still.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen him on like just I've googled him once and I'm like, oh, this guy still looks pretty good. And fourth, I'll pick Flash Daddy.
Flash Daddy.
Who's Flash Daddy?
Is it? Oh, but he's from Hong Kong.
He's
so
Hong Kong,
Chinese.
China. So Flash Daddy is this pro boxer now, but he was this guy that was training at Bang Tao, and he spoke to us because we looked Cantonese speaking, and he was talking to us. But he's like an ex triad member that has turned into I don't know if he's still active, but yeah, active triad member or like ex triad member, who's now like a pro fighter.
Oh wow.
He's a pro fighter. He's tall, jacked, explosive, fearless, bro, because of his time on the streets. You know, there's a video of him like. Not video. There was a podcast that he did, and he was just detailing the stuff that he did. Like, oh yeah, I had to fucking throw a bottle at this guy, blah blah blah. This guy threw a bottle at me, stabbed me, whatever. And like, yeah, you need someone fearless like that. And yeah, he's like a pro boxer now. And who would be my fifth pick, bro? Fifth pick. It's gonna be a hard one, bro. For some reason, I keep thinking Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's dead.
It would have to be